Right now, at 6, just released body camera video shows the moments before a sheriff's deputy stabbed and killed a suspected drunk driver.
Plus, why the mother of a man with autism shot and killed during a traffic stop says a multi-million-dollar settlement with Clark County just isn't enough.
Do I feel that there's accountability? No. I really don't.
Then, a new option for travelers looking to soar over the I-5 slog from Portland to Seattle.
We saw it as an opportunity to try it again, but do it our way, do it the right way.
And the Cascadia rivalry returns. Orlando has a preview of this weekend's Timber Sounders tilt with more than bragging rights on the line. Good evening, everyone. We begin at 6 with significant developments in 2 cases involving law enforcement in Clark County. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko.
And I'm Christine Pitawanich. While the circumstances are very different, both began with traffic stops that escalated into deadly use of force. We have live team coverage. Celine Stevens is live in Vancouver. She looked into a new settlement and spoke to the family of a man shot and killed in 2021.
But first, John Adams is here to walk us through some new body camera video that's just into the KGW newsroom. John?
David and Christine, the Clark County Sheriff's Office has just released edited body camera video of the deadly stabbing that happened at a way station in Ridgefield last week. We're going to see the moments deputies first came into contact with 54-year-old Mark Fogel after he crashed his vehicle into a number of parked cars in a Vancouver neighborhood. It then shows the confrontation at the Ridgefield way station between Fogel and Deputy Bryson Layton. We do want to warn you, the video you're about to see includes Fogel expressing suicidal thoughts, and it ends with the deputy using deadly force. It is disturbing, so please use discretion.
On the night of May 7th, Clark County Deputy Bryson Layton fatally stabbed 54-year-old Mark Fogel during a confrontation after Fogel was arrested on suspicion of drinking and driving. We are now getting our first look at what happened that night.
Clearly, I've been drinking. Yeah. And I ran into these cars.
Body-worn camera video that has been edited for brevity, according to the Clark County Sheriff's Office, shows deputies first coming into contact with Fogel in Vancouver. You can hear the 54-year-old admit to drinking and running into a number of parked cars.
You do not need medical attention, correct?
I do not. But as you will see, I am a CDL driver.
Okay.
And like I said, I like over.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
More than I need to.
We then see Fogel being placed under arrest before being taken to the way station in Ridgefield, where Deputy Layton takes Fogel into a room to perform a breath analysis test.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
That's true. So are you going to hurt me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, I trust you.
All right.
Fogel continues to make statements about his life being over to Deputy Layton.
What's the matter? Like I said, I'm done.
All right, we're just gonna...
I'm a dead man. You're talking dead man.
We then hear this exchange.
You know what's crazy? It's just you and me in this room.
A few seconds later, Deputy Layton asks if Fogel is threatening him, which leads to their confrontation.
And why are you saying things like that?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead and stand up. Turn around, face away from me.
Sure. Are you sure?
Yeah, turn around, face away from me right now.
Sure.
Boy, 73, I'm fighting with one.
Sure.
Give me the air, he's reaching for my gun. Mark, you're gonna get shot!
Yeah, that's what I want.
I ain't shot! Mark, get the away from me! Get the away from me, Mark!
Deputy Layton's body camera then gets turned off in the struggle. When it comes back on, we've decided to pause it because it's so graphic. The video shows deputies cut off his clothes to provide life-saving aid.
Now, the sheriff's office says that Layton stabbed Fogel multiple times during the struggle, which we cannot see because the video does cut out. We also do not see what weapon the deputy used. Once an ambulance arrived, medics pronounced Fogel dead at the scene. The Washington Office of Independent Investigations has been assigned to the incident. Deputy Layton has been placed on critical incident leave, which is standard protocol. Back to you.
Thanks, John. Appreciate your reporting here. The story, of course, involved discussions of suicide. A reminder, if you or anyone you know is having a mental health crisis, know that help is available 24/7. Just call or text the National Suicide and Crisis Hotline at 988 to be connected to support. Again, That number is 988. Well, also in Clark County, a mother is speaking out about her son some 4 years after he was shot and killed by a deputy during a traffic stop.
Our Celine Stevens is live at the Clark County Sheriff's Office. And Celine, the county just reached a multi-million-dollar settlement with the family of Genoa Donald. So what did his mother tell you?
David, Christine, so his mom says that she's grateful for the settlement. The money will be used to help his children and help send them off to college, but this doesn't replace her son, and she says she would rather have him here right now than any amount of money that they could offer her. So Sue Zavaki is a Genoa Donald's mom. She was 30 years old when Clark County Deputy Sean Boyle shot and killed him in Hazeldale during a traffic stop for a faulty taillight. According to court documents, Boyle punched Donald in the nose after he did not immediately get out of the car, and then a struggle ensued with the car ending up rolling forward. Boyle then shot Donald in the head. Clark County settled with the family Wednesday for $3.5 million. Deputy Boyle was also cleared of any wrongdoing. The sheriff's office says in a statement that while any loss of life is tragic, in this situation, deputies responded appropriately, and an independent investigation concluded the decision to use deadly force was justifiable and done in good faith under state law. The family disagrees.
I don't believe that he should be still employed, along with other officers that have been involved in these shootings that, it always seems to be covered up.
It feels like it's gone on for so long, and I don't really know how to feel because I don't think this really gives me that type of closure.
Suwaki said her son was a great person and he had 3 young children. And as for herself, her next steps are going to involve a lot of prayer and guidance. The county confirmed in a statement today that they did conduct the settlement, but that they're continuing to deny any liability in this unfortunate incident. Back to you.
I appreciate your reporting, Celine. Thank you. Developing tonight, Multnomah County health officials are tracking a new case of tuberculosis that's been confirmed in a local school.
You don't hear about this very often. The case is at Lane Middle School in Southeast Portland. County health and district officials are not saying whether the infected person is a student or staff member. And while the individual was recently diagnosed, officials say the person may have been contagious for virtually the entire school year, from early September to May. However, they note the risk of the bacterial infection spreading and infecting others is actually low. Still, they're encouraging anyone who believes they or their child may have been infected with TB to get tested. Okay, let's take you outside on this Thursday, Friday Eve. 53 degrees in the Rose City, and while the day was mostly dry, you can see some light rain has been making its way in just in time for the evening rush, with more coming in time for the weekend.
Chief Meteorologist Matt Safino here now from the Weather Center. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Christine. The light rain is falling as snow in the Cascades. Here's Timberline. You can see the snowflakes in the air. Still bare pavement. It's only 33 degrees, but the snow level is dropping, and there may be a couple of inches up there by morning. So that's what we're dealing with. Another cool spring system rolling into the northwest. Here in the valleys, it's been a cool day and lots of light rain, but already getting the edge of it hitting the coast right now. So this won't last all night long. It'll last till after sunset, maybe about 10 p.m., and then the rain should stop. But it's pretty widespread from northern California to southern BC. We've got light rain with the system that's pushing inland right now. So again, we'll be dealing with that overnight. Maybe a couple sprinkles left over or drizzle in the early morning hours. But after that, it's all partly sunny and pleasant, and we rebound into the mid-60s tomorrow. So it'll be a much nicer day during the day tomorrow. Now, going ahead, after the rain ends tonight and the dry, mild Friday, frequent showers on Saturday. That looks like a bit of a soaker. We'll talk about what comes next in a bit, guys.
Hopes there's some sunshine somewhere. Thanks, Pat.
In your headlines, we begin in southern Oregon, where today Oregon State Police raided a wild animal park. The West Coast Game Park Safari is a popular tourist attraction on Highway 101 south of Bandon. OSP says they're looking for evidence in a criminal investigation into animal care, welfare, permitting, and business practices. A report from federal regulators also found more than 8,000 citations for violations of the Animal Welfare Act, including big cats that were seemingly malnourished.
The lawyer for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students told a judge today he plans to argue that somebody else could have killed them. The judge gave Brian Koberger's attorney a week to provide evidence that backs the claim. Meanwhile, the judge set a timeline for the case. Jury selection starts July 30th, opening statements August 11th. If convicted, Koberger could face the death penalty.
Federal investigators have just released a preliminary report into last month's plane crash on the Oregon coast, and it's prompting new questions. On April 7th, a business jet went off the end of the runway at Southwest Oregon Regional Airport in North Bend, ending up in Coos Bay. All 5 people aboard survived. The pilot told investigators the brakes weren't working when he touched down on the wet runway. But NTSB investigators say they found no evidence of brake failure, excessive wear, or malfunctions. A final report could take a year or longer.
And Portland's largest office building is up for sale. The 42-story Big Pink, officially known as the U.S. Bancorp Tower, was completed in 1983 and then renovated in 2015. Last year, its anchor tenant, U.S. Bank, declined to renew its lease and transferred employees to other metro locations. The tower sold for $372 million a decade ago. So far, there is no minimum asking price.